Righto, here we are, Lofty 88.9. Mike's connected pistols, yep. Tim Glover, Jordan Houlahan, pistols, Goldie. Alright, we're going to share some Call of the Wild as well. What do we got playing here, pistols?
It is easy top, no range.
Do you play this at the summit, Tim? Oh, mate, sorry, at the Benson?
Benson Radiology.
Yeah.
I haven't given the toppers a run, but we might give it a run this Saturday.
Thanks.
No, during the game.
Why not? Quarter time.
At League Park.
We'll ask those pressing questions and more.
Yes.
Tim will join it, bring us in.
I thought you were bringing us in.
Oh, and
you're
bring
going to
it
give
in,
the voice.
Alrighty. Lofty 88.9 FM. We're going to spend over half an hour with our next guest. Of course, we're talking about Mount Barker skipper Jordan Houlahan. It's taken Pistol about 2 months, but Tim Glover's in the house, so it was bang straight away. So, Tim, over to you. Introduce our special guest and maybe pop out the first question. Over to you, Andrew Denton style.
Denton style. Yeah, no, very excited, and I'm not sure why Pistols took so long. He's a ripping young man. Might be something
Just
against
so
you,
the influence that you have.
Oh, is that what it is?
Yeah.
No, he's a great young man, and I've known him for a long time since he was running around in the junior grade. So fantastic to have, as you said, Goldie, skipper or co-skipper at Mount Barker this year in our seniors team, Jordan Houlahan. Welcome to the Huddle.
Thanks, boys. It's finally good to be here.
First question, Tim, go.
First question. Well, I might hit him straight up with it, because he's got to answer honestly now that he's actually live streaming it on air. How do you think we're travelling, the Roos, this year? Just gone through the halfway mark of the season, obviously
Very
come
good.
off a bit of a break.
Yep, good question.
He's happy with that.
No, I think we're doing okay. We've lost a couple of games that I thought we probably could have won. We're young. We're a little bit inconsistent early on, I thought we were. There was a couple of games early where I think we went into it thinking, we've probably got a pretty good chance to win, and we just weren't able to get the chocolates, like I said, because we're so young and getting used to each other. And I think our group in the last 4 or 5 weeks has matured a lot and come together and gelled a lot more. So I think that's important for us to keep doing that way. I think hopefully in the back half of the year that we're starting to get a little more comfortable with each other, and we can keep it going. So we probably 3 games that we dropped that I thought we probably could have won, but other than that's footy really. So.
Yeah, absolutely. You've got to pick yourself up. And mate, the obvious one for our huddlers,
Yep.
and I know Pistols is just busting to answer this question, mate. From a personal perspective, obviously the off-season you had a bit of work done.
Yep.
You're fit, you're going along pretty well. We haven't seen the shoulder drop out multiple times during a game this season, so how are you feeling?
Yeah, shoulders are right.
Yep.
Not too bad this year. Yeah, had a little bit of work done in the off season, so got that done. Didn't really play at all last year. I thought coming into it last year, I knew I was going to be in a bit of trouble early on, so I thought I'd try and play as much as I can. But
it's always a bit troublesome when the shoulder pops out in the warm up.
Yeah, about 16 times I reckon it fell out. So
I think there's one particular one. Jordan, good to see you. Over at Blackwood, the goal square down the bottom there. Was it a smother or something?
And I went for a spoil after the siren,
which was, that's right, and you went down the ground. He's done.
Down like sack of potatoes. So no, it's probably need to toughen up.
Now, obviously, a few games, not as many as you had a hope last year.
Yep.
Obviously, this year, as you said, it's good to see you back in full form, healthy. The difference in the Mount Barker side this year compared to last year.
Yeah, no, we picked up, obviously, Lacker's got a couple of boys across, picked up, we really strengthened it between A's and B's, I think. We've really fattened the group up a lot, which is really good. There's a lot of new boys, like I was saying, a lot of young boys coming up from the juniors. That's where I think where a little bit of, not immaturity, just not gelling together properly comes from. But yeah, other than that, the boys have been good. So yeah.
How's it been the transition from the pristine summit ground back to perhaps a ground that gets a little bit waterlogged through nature and other reasons? How's it been this year to Howard Lane?
Good. Yeah, really good.
You like it?
Yeah.
What's the difference as a key forward? Because obviously you haven't got as much space to lead into, but
a lot smaller. You don't have to run out the 50 as much. But no, it feels a lot more like home. I think that's our spiritual home. We've tried to make that our home for the year. You go to the summit, it doesn't really feel as comfortable out there. Good ground, but that's really about all, I think.
Jordan, I think we had one of the Parker boys in last year. Was it Troy, I think? Did you play basketball growing up, and was it a tough decision between basketball and football? Because did you play state underage?
Yeah, SA Country for a while.
Yeah.
I played with Troy. I played with them through juniors basketball. Yeah, he was the same as what he is at footy, just a ball, just keeps going. I played a bit of basketball, and then got to the stage maybe in under 14s where I decided to stick to football, which didn't work out too bad. Really,
Went all right, going.
Yeah, went all right.
Went okay. It was all right for a little bit, and then But
it's interesting, Geordie. We talk about and Goldie. We talk about Troy.
Yep.
We look at and obviously we've got a fair bit of history back through those junior days and basketball days and country carnivals and cups. There's a number of you that were in the same position.
Yeah.
Troy, Samuel, yourself. There was a number of those boys that are going around now in the seniors in the HFL that were all exceptionally talented basketballers. Had a bit of a taste of SA Country, and I'm sure a number of them could have gone on.
Yeah. No, there's still a few of us that used to play basketball Monday nights up here every now and then.
The old Zodiac Roos.
Yeah, get back to the old Zodiac Roos. So we got Troy into the Zodiac Roos uniform for a while. So
wouldn't have thought he'd have a Roo, but
no, he did for a while there.
Won a flag too.
Yeah, we did.
A couple.
Three people, I think we
was
had.
it? Three?
Yeah, I think so. Three maybe. I thought we were going to go for a fourth, but no, the boys didn't want to play summer, so yeah.
Now, your dad obviously played football. Can you
Yep.
tell us, were you young when he played,
Yeah,
or do
I
you
was-
remember much of watching him play?
A little bit of him playing at Mount Barker. I remember I think it was the 03 or 04 grand final at Lobethal. I kind of remember bits and pieces of that. I was the team mascot actually that year.
There you go.
So yeah, got me and Taylor Marsden, I think it was.
Oh,
So there's a little photo of us sitting in the team photo there. I remember little bits and pieces. He likes to tell me now how good he used to be. And
You haven't got any black and white VHS film of his exploits down at Bridgewater back in the day?
Oh, I reckon he's got a couple of burnt discs somewhere. I
that
reckon.
would have been beaten.
Better, yes, sorry.
It was pre-VHS.
It was.
Yeah.
Hey, pick number 49 in the 2017 draft. Can you tell us your feelings on the night to be drafted? And did you have a specific destination club that you would like to be?
No, not really. I think as a kid you kind of grow up just thinking if you make it, you make it. I didn't really have anywhere that was really more interested than the others. I was actually at Jordan Shell's house, so my family and his family are good friends, and had Parker Boys. There was a lot of people there, and we were just sitting there watching. And actually went to a break when my name got called out, so I didn't actually know. But I was luckily.
We'll be back after the break.
Yeah, back after the break. So and then I was
And they kept the draft going on.
kept it going. Kept it going while the draft.
Wow.
Yeah, so I was like, oh okay.
How'd you find out?
Oh, you can just keep scrolling down, and the name was on the left. I'm like, oh, there we go. So no, it was a good feeling. I was pretty lucky.
So when did the Bombers get in contact straight away? There was a phone call?
pretty quick. Your phone was running pretty hot for a while.
And when did you go to Easton?
I think the draft might have been on a Friday night, and I reckon I was packed the bags and moved over to Melbourne on Tuesday. So
Wow, you don't get much time.
No, pretty quick. So pack up your life and see you later. Off
And how was that going over there, like a young fella from the hills in a big city? I know Tommy Sparrow had the same sort of thing when he went over to Melbourne.
Yep.
He was lucky enough, I think, the first couple of months he lived with Maxie Gorn.
Yeah.
What about yourself?
So they move in with players normally. So I went in with Jackson Merritt and Mason Redmond, Jordan Ridley. So it was us three living there for a while in Jackson's house. Moved up there. Then obviously you've got to cook your own dinner and stuff like that.
How'd that go for you?
Not great to start off with.
Not good at home? In the domestics?
No, I wasn't too good at that. So I've learnt now. I'm a bit better. So
What was the whole experience like for you? What an incredible, journey for yourself.
No, it was good. I enjoyed the footy and stuff. Melbourne life, I probably didn't like that as much. Like coming from a little bit more country where I used to live in Lenswood. So then moved to Melbourne. Traffic and stuff. I didn't really like that too much, but footy wise, awesome. I really liked it. I obviously played a few VFL games and stuff there, and then wasn't good enough to crack into the AFL, but trained with all the AFL boys and did all that type of stuff. You learn a lot. It's amazing what they go through every day and what we used to do and things like that. What to eat, what to put in your body, and everything. It was really good. I've learned a lot from it, like life smarts and stuff as well, which is good. So
Hey, Jordan, just over 4 years ago, June the 2nd, 2019, Air Jordan at Windy Hill versus the Northern Blues. Take us through it. Mark of the year.
Mark of the year.
Yeah.
If you get a chance on YouTube, have a look.
Yeah, if you haven't seen it, it's worth it.
ripper.
Yeah.
No, that was okay. It wasn't too bad. I think my parents come over for that game. They come over every now and then.
So just put on a show for them.
Yeah, I thought, well, I'll have to do something. It's probably my second touch for the game. No, I think it was okay. That
Played
game.
all right, that game.
Yeah, no, it wasn't too bad. Actually, Zerk Thatcher kicked it to me from Sturt, my Sturt teammate, when he got drafted a bit later in the draft. And yeah, he put it up, and then just I don't know. Someone just kind of sat underneath me, I suppose.
And up you went.
So,
That was the X factor.
Yeah.
How did the Bombers go in the VFL season while you were there? Finals?
We got knocked out in the prelim by 4 points, I think it was. So yeah, we're close. We got real close. I did my hamstring more in the first week of finals or the week before, so I missed a couple of weeks there. So
Lucky the shoulders were all right, mate.
yeah, shoulders were good back then. Yeah, they were
Good
right.
trainers, mate. They were strapped in.
Yeah, they weren't falling out then.
So John Worsfold was the coach, is that right? At that
Wush,
time?
Wush was the coach. Yeah. No, he was a good fella actually. When I was living with Mason Redmond, him and Mace were quite good mates, and I remember coming home one day and Wush was just sitting in the lounge room. I'm like, hello, for me first couple of days being there. I'm like, oh. So yeah, and then we had to make him dinner and everything. That was a bit.
Oh well, he would have been behind the eight ball. Someone told me he didn't wash his car enough to get seen to kick John Washfield.
I probably should have washed his car a couple more times. I reckon that might have got me.
Line up of 14 recruits trying to wash his car.
Yeah, there would have been a few blokes trying to wash his car, I reckon.
Hey, when did you realise your brilliant vertical leaping ability, like jumping off the roofs as a kid, playing ninjas or something? Or
no, I don't know. I just probably playing basketball actually. We used to. Me and Troy Samuel, we used to always try and touch the backboard and things like that, and there was always little competitions on it. Just maybe through that. I don't know, and then Dad.
But obviously, Bots.
He reckons he could jump a little bit too. So yeah, I just must have got it from him, I reckon.
We got Jordan Houlahan, captain of Mount Barker, in the house. Pistol's got a page of questions there. But, Timmy, you got anything that you'd like to ask the skipper?
No, I'm all good. This is Pistols.
You're enjoying
2 months worth of trying. This is your opportunity just to get them all out.
No, we're just trying to do it.
We're rolling here. Just put your hand up whenever you want to get involved.
I think you might have covered it, but if you weren't a high leaping football, what other sport would suit you? Obviously basketball, but anything else that you tried your hand at or you'd like to do?
You knew we were going to get to this point.
Yeah, no, I like me golf.
Pretty handy golfer.
Right.
Yeah, me and the old man played a bit of golf, and Samuel, a couple of the boys from the footy club are starting to jump
So
on board.
what do you
So your old man, yourself and Samuel, give us your
Samuel Collins
handicaps.
is very good, I believe.
Yeah,
Give us
Samuel.
your handicaps.
He likes to play pre-game.
Here we
doesn't
go.
he? Is that right?
Yeah, Samuel. Yeah,
Samuel's
Samuel
in
is very great.
Cop this. Give us your handicaps. Yours? Now.
2 now.
Two.
Yeah.
Your old man.
Oh, he won't like this. He's blown out to about 5, 6, maybe 7.
No wonder he hasn't
You
spoken.
got him
about
covered
golf.
now,
Yeah, he done
And
like.
Samuel.
I think Samuel's at about 4 or 5 at the moment as well.
So Samuel go and have a round on a Saturday morning.
Yeah, he said he did the other week. Yeah, he said.
Remember when he came in last year?
Yeah, no,
Best way to keep calm. Or
Yeah,
something.
he'll go.
Golf.
Yeah, round on a Saturday. So he gets a bit hot on the golf course, so Samuel sometimes.
Obviously, doesn't do it John Daly style.
Yeah, no,
I wouldn't have thought. I wouldn't have thought our man Samuel would be doing it daily style.
No. Yeah.
Bots senior, maybe.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Besides anything else besides golf? Or?
No, golf and basketball really, and that's about it. No, not really too much other sport.
Okay. Over all your levels of football that you've played, who's been the most annoying teammate?
Wiz.
Tommy Worthing.
Tommy Worthley, the Gecko.
Really? The Gecko? Really?
Yeah, the Gecko.
Really?
Yeah.
Geez, that's a nice, fine young man behind the bench.
No.
Really?
He's a little peasant, he is, really.
Right.
Now watch the comments
questions
fire up.
Have you got any questions for Jordan? Just send them through.
Hey, when you mentioned your time at Bomberland, when you were over there, who was a role model for you?
Early on was Jackson Merritt.
Yep.
He kind of took me in and just said, I lived with him for a long time, and he showed me some things and just showed me, what to do. And I was obviously young and a bit immature and stuff, as in, pre-game and what to do, and show me, wear this, you got to wear this to games. I was rocking up in, maybe Vans or something, and he goes, no, we're runners, and just little things like that you learn along the way. And as an 18-year-old kid, you learn it from a bloke that's 25, 26 that's been in the system for a while, which is, it makes you grow up a lot quicker, I think.
What's it like going through the corridors of power? Obviously, were you a Bomber supporter or?
No, I was Carlton. I was.
Oh, and you played for the Bombers. That's really good. But what I'm saying, going through and seeing all the history and like Sheedy and some of the great sides that the Bombers had, and etc. That must have been a little bit surreal for you.
Yeah. They all come into the club as well. You see all them blokes, and you meet a lot of people and stuff there. It's pretty
Who was
awesome.
the most exciting Bomber that you met? Veteran, Timmy Watson, Simon Matt, those sort of guys. Or
met both them.
Ronnie Andrews.
Oh, Ronnie.
Um,
Last time I saw Ronnie, he was the bouncer at the Charles Tavern at Wentworth.
Is that right?
Standing out the front there, sorting out a blue, wearing his tennis gear from earlier in the day.
I thought
They got, and I said, I was up there with Andrew Chigwood, brother of Glenelg great Nick Chigwood.
Yeah.
And their auntie used to run the pub. We pulled up and I went, gee, that looks like Ronnie Andrews from the Bombers. He goes, no, that is him. He's the bouncer.
Ah.
I said, but he's got his tennis gear on. He said, no, he would have played tennis this afternoon. He just turned up here after a few beers and does the security.
I thought you might have seen him on the way out. He was behind you.
Yeah, no. Maybe the clipper in the ear, old dropping Ronnie.
Anyway,
Sorry, go on.
that's life of Timmy
That's it.
on the road.
Story time.
Sorry.
No, sorry. No, Hep was pretty good. I liked Heppel. No, he was. Yeah, he's good. I don't know. You meet a lot of the older boys that pop their heads in, and
Do you still stay in contact with any of the guys, or?
I stay in contact with a couple
Yeah.
of them. Yeah, a couple of the boys that I see.
Do you go down Bombers games when they come down late, or
Nah, not really.
you
No.
go to Carlton games?
No, I don't really follow too. I'm more of a boundary rider now. I sit there and just kind of watch a good game at the moment.
Got enough to do up here.
Yeah, leading the ruse.
Yeah, I tried to do
Skipper.
that. No, I try and I sit there. I don't really. I've got a little bit of a soft spot for Carlton, a soft spot for Essendon, but I like to sit there and just have a watch, and I just like to watch a good game really now, which is a bit cringy, but.
Not really.
So you came back to SA, then to Sturt, and
Yep.
then to the ruse.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I come back, played a few VFL games, and then come back here, come back to Sturt for a couple of years with Marty.
Yep.
Nathan Grom was there for his first year, then Marty come back second year.
Mm.
Did that, and then started a new job, working all decked out just down the road.
Mhm.
Give yourself a plug.
All decked out, so...
You're not a plumber, are you?
Nah, I'm a chippy.
I can say
Chippy.
you have some work at Howard Lane for you if you're a plumber.
Plumber, yeah.
We'll get to that.
Leaky. And then worked there, and then I bought a house in Woodside, so I wanted to renovate that. And then that was kind of the choice of coming back, and then I knew I was still best mates with all the boys back in Mount Barker, and then I thought, why not? I'll come back and play with me mates.
Having played it, well, as you said, did a little training with the senior side. So do you still keep a sort of your own personal regime of training? Never what you went through, or you cut it back a bit to just be
cut it back a little bit.
part-time footballer?
Yeah, a bit more of a part-time footballer now. I still do little bits and pieces here and there, but other than that, it's hard when you're working full time and then playing footy. It's different when footy was your job. You could actually.
Must have been a bit hard last year with the shoulder.
Yeah, shoulder wasn't good last year, so
Pretty good with your left-handed hammer, or?
Yeah, left hand was alright with the hammer, and that was about it. But
Lofty 88.9 FM. We're chatting to Jordan Houlahan, captain of Mount Barker. You got a few more questions there, Pistols?
Yes. Jordan, does Coach Daniel Lackenby mention to you and Kobe Cashel that their high-flying playing exploits remind him of himself when he was playing?
Lackers, yes, very much. Yep. Yeah, Lackers likes to tell us how good he used to be. Could kick on both sides.
So.
Yeah, both sides of the body. He would drop little hints here and there when he's training.
Okay.
So,
I mean, you've had some good coaches. Where's he rate? How's he going?
Yeah, no, he's going okay. He's good. I don't want to tell him because he's probably listening right now. So
Nah,
I can't plug him up too much.
He's going okay.
Yeah, no, he's good. He's good. He's really good with the boys. Actually, he's good. He's good mentor. He's a good fella as well. Like I think that's what the boys really like. They like how nice he is in a way that they
Nice.
Nice.
He is
Nice.
He's probably
away from football.
the word you probably want is he's approachable,
He is very
There you
approachable.
go.
which is one of the good things.
Yeah, he is. He's
We
very
might have to
approachable.
get, that could go into the print media. He's a nice coach.
Yeah.
To describe him.
Sometimes. he
Nice
can be.
coach, Lacken.
Has he ripped? Has he got another side?
Oh, he does.
Oh,
Yes.
he does.
Oh, yeah.
He's got an unnice side.
Oh, yeah. Very unnice side.
Come
yeah.
out a
Wow.
couple of times
It has
recently.
come out a couple of times this year,
Ooh.
which is good. I like to see a little bit of it.
Right.
So,
a bit of
yeah.
me, myself, and Irene style.
Oh,
Just
yeah.
a few different personalities.
Yeah.
with
Add a
either
bit of
one.
chili.
Wow.
Yeah. Big bit of chili with him. So, nah, it's good.
All right.
Yeah.
So what about you? Sorry, what about yourself? Do you have that side as well, where you get into
That's the skipper. You have to,
some leading
Harsh
teams,
words
constructive
sometimes.
feedback, lift for us? You're not delivering.
Sometimes I try and keep it cool.
Yeah.
I try.
I
But it
imagine
comes out
you-
when it needs to.
Yeah, when it needs to.
I'd imagine to give him big Heinz
The
a bit of
gecko.
a bake. That'd
Oh,
be
yeah, no, not Heinzie. Heinzie's like that. You just Heinzie says and you
Do
just,
whatever you
yes,
want.
Well,
Heinzie.
he's working on the pool.
Yeah,
so,
yeah. You get out of Heinzie's way.
Hey, how's it been the skipper? Have you ever been a captain like in lower grades? or
Co-captain.
Before? Co-captain, sorry.
Okay. No, maybe juniors. But no, it is good. I'm learning. I'm still learning a lot. Obviously, chatting to the boys and things like that. I'm still learning. Sometimes I know what I got to say, but it's just about putting them into words and things like that. But yeah, I like it. I like the responsibility of being a skipper. I like that. So
Do you have how many goals you kicked this year so far? You familiar? Second in the competition at the moment, I think.
30.
Yep. But do you have a set routine when you have a shot at goal? And do you practice after training? You have several shots at goals or anything? Or you're just naturally talented?
No, lately it's been a little bit wayward in the last couple of weeks. But no, it's just trying. I try not to run. Try not to run too fast and not too many steps. You used to watch Lockett kick it. Lockett didn't really take too many steps. He'd only take 6 or 7.
Is that what you built your approach on? Tony Lockett.
Yeah, well, Lockett didn't really do anything.
No, he didn't.
Wrong.
No.
And he didn't move the ball too much. So I thought.
Same
I'll
with
try-
Gaz.
Yeah, I'll try and do something
Well,
like
given
that.
that one, the proven goal kickers at the Roos, Roscoe Brooks, does he offer you a few tips on how to kick goals? Because
Yeah, he has lately. Yeah, he's more.
well, when he
kind of-
kicks them, everyone knows it.
Yeah, he more tells me about how to kick a barrel through him. He still brings up
Kicks
that
them,
Onkers
did
game.
you say, Pistols?
Sorry?
When he kicks them,
Well, he kicks,
Roscoe.
kicks one a season, doesn't he? Two a season.
Yeah, he's
Them.
still living on that Onkers barrel goal at the Summit last year.
Was a match winner.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, he'll
He'll take it. We'll let him have that too.
Yeah.
New father.
Yeah, new father.
Yes.
New father just had the delightful little Lottie.
Yeah, that's
Him and
right.
Georgia.
Roscoe.
Well
Yeah.
done.
Brilliant.
Yes, I did
Yeah.
see that. And
2
that
weeks
was in Roos News, I
Yeah.
think.
It was in Rouge News. It was leaked before that came out, but that apparently is what happens up there.
Yeah, it is. Hey, what's more frustrating for you? When you miss a rather straightforward shot at goal, or being stuck behind assistant coach Brock Gifford in the queue at the all-you-can-eat smorgasbord after match?
Oh, that's not a bad one actually.
Oh, Brock at rib night. Oh, you
Yeah.
mean rib night.
Yeah, probably Brock. We like to get into Brock. Yeah, we'll go Brock.
Question time.
There we go.
There we go.
Tom Worthy says.
Oh,
here we
yeah.
go. Of course he does.
This thing.
Tom Worthy said, tuned in at the wrong time. I thought we were mates. And then Jazz Little said, the gatekeeper wants to know if you have anything named after you in the trainer's room yet. Yes,
Oh,
Jazz Little, is
Big
it?
Trev.
Big Trev. No, I don't have anything yet. We got a couple of spots for the boys in the trainers' room. A couple of the usual suspects in the
Yes.
trainers' room. So, Geordie Aitchison, he's got the.
Can you just touch that one there, Pistol, just slightly? It's a low-grade buzz coming through. It's all right, we'll work through it.
Yeah,
Keep
it's
going,
all right.
Geordie.
No,
Yeah.
sorry. Geordie Aitchison, he's got the bin. He sits on the bin every time he comes into the to the change rooms. So, which is just his spot. So we call that Zorb. We call him Zorb. So he's got a bit of tape written there for Zorb's spot. Fidgy, Blake Finch, he's got a spot on the table. He's the only bloke I know that's under 22 that gets calves, hammies, quads,
Really?
groins,
Oh,
back,
Not fit enough.
neck.
Is this the sort of leading teams where you just say, look,
Yeah,
You
it's
deliver
more,
us some home truths?
it's more Damo and Ross just kind of look at him like, oh, but no, he's alright.
He's all right.
Just throwing him under the bus. Huh? Throwing him under the bed.
I had to
Just
throw
a
him
bit of
under
a
a
wake
little
up.
bit.
Just a wake up.
Yeah, a little.
That's
bit.
all right, isn't it, Tim?
Yeah,
If you're going to go all the way, it's the little
absolutely.
wake-ups that have to happen.
Yeah, I had to get into it.
Well, okay, you can be honest here. That's the question we are. Who's the biggest pest in this side? Who's the guy that really annoys you and you give an open clearance if you had the opportunity? Based on their characteristics, not playing ability. Someone who really rubs you up the wrong way is a pest.
Oh, the pest. There's only one bloke really in our club. We all know he's a little bit of a pest.
Who is it, Tim? Oh, hang on. Go, Geordie. We'll back.
Wiz.
Oh,
Gecko.
Yeah, Gecko.
Yeah.
Tommy
yeah.
Worthley,
Yeah,
mild-mannered pig.
still the Gecko.
Okay.
Yeah, he loves it. We all get stuck in with him
Oh,
about it.
geez, that's a nice young man. Nearly
Yeah.
as nice as the coach.
Yeah.
Never
yeah,
my dealings
really.
with him.
Nice.
Nice to see.
No,
Nice.
he is a good guy. He's a good guy, Wiz. We just like getting stuck into him.
Gets him up and about.
Yeah, it does. He plays a lot better when you get into
It's
it.
good for a couple of goals.
Kicked a good goal on the weekend too. Actually, I'll give him a shout out for that.
Favourite movie? And you got a favourite book or anything? And what do you like listening to? There you go. Cheer from me. So you got a favourite movie?
Got a couple of favourite movies. So
Okay.
I don't mind Ferris Bueller's Day Off.
Yep,
That's not a
good
bad one.
one.
Or the Ferris Bueller's Day Off.
Space Jam or whatever.
Yeah, Space Jam's alright.
Caddyshack? Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, Ferris. I'll go Ferris. No, I don't really read too many books.
All right. And what about
Golf
music?
Digest.
Music? You like any music? Or you got any playlists for the lads pre-game? Or?
No, I'm not allowed on playlists. I'm banned from playlists. So I listen to older music. The boys reckon. So
What's that?
no, just early 2000s. The boys don't really like that.
Fantastic stuff.
Yeah,
isn't
no, the boys don't really go too much for my
Really?
music.
What, Hanson and, like...
Anything.
Matchbox
Backstreet
Yeah,
Boys?
yeah, a bit of that.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, the boys aren't about it.
Who's-
Nickelback?
Yeah, a little bit of Nickelback too.
Who's the biggest hog of the mirror after match?
Who really
Pretty
gets
boys.
into that?
Fidgy.
Fidgy?
Yeah. He's got a few different haircuts going at the moment.
Yeah.
He's got the skinhead going at the moment.
Has he?
Right.
Yeah.
Hope
With
he is.
the amount of tape he's got, there's not a hair on his body other than the
Yeah,
couple
no.
of
He'll be easy to pick up on Saturday.
Yeah. Fidgy, definitely
Fidgy.
Fidgy in the mirror. Yeah.
Okay.
Hey, just got a remarkable comeback. It's been by the big man, Big Ad Giles, Big Lukey Giles. He's just playing like 10 years out of the game,
Oh.
comes back like he's a
Yeah.
new man.
Yeah. No, he's got the career extenders on. So yeah, he reckons he's still going alright. He is. He's been really good for us actually.
Yeah.
We lacked a little bit in the ruckman. So
Right.
Another one from the Huddlers.
Yeah. Your man, Malachi. Oh, Timmy. Jeez. We're back. It's all right. We've got to work on that.
We do.
Malachi Lyons.
Malachi.
Malachi.
My man.
Yeah, you're about Malachi.
Here we go.
Is it true you've never bought milk?
Oh, here we go. Thanks, man. Thank you. No, there was a little bit of a milk story going on
Yeah,
in
well,
Essendon.
Huddlers are hanging on this.
Yeah, so obviously when you go to the club, you get your lunch and all that made for you. And
He's similar to Pine Avenue.
yeah, so you get your lunch made and all that, and you eat there, and they've got a frozen section full of frozen food and all that you can take home. And it was the boys didn't really see me do it, but the nutritionist lady, she comes up and she goes, "Oh, you can take some of the milk home. It's going out of date in a couple of days." I'm like, "Oh, okay." So yeah, I've taken about 3 or 4 bottles of milk because we always seem to go through them with
Yes.
protein shakes at home. And,
Yep.
yeah, and then I got them home and put them in the fridge, and the boys accused me of stealing them. So I got called the milk thief for a while there.
The milk thief.
The milk
the milk
thief.
thief for a
Well,
while,
we
so-
might have to
Look into that.
Yeah,
look into that.
yeah,
It might find its way into the court a while.
yeah.
No?
So yeah, that was
But totally innocent.
I was.
Sanctioned.
Yeah, it was.
And Tim, just before we ask for the tips here, you mentioned you might have bring something to the table about Jordan's behaviour.
Well, there is a story floating around.
Another
I
week?
can't remember the other week on the golf trip.
Golf trip.
Aussie's golf trip. Didn't Aussie organise it?
Oh yeah,
The pub golf?
yeah, the pub golf.
There was a rumour. No, I just need to know.
Andrew
This
wasn't
is-
like that.
This is, I need to know whether this is true or not, that someone did confront you at one of the holes and asked you, hey, you play for Essendon.
Are you
Is
serious?
this correct?
Oh,
And your answer was?
I probably said Samuel does. That's what my
No, the word on the street I heard was that you did say, no, I didn't, but I was drafted to them.
No.
Oh, didn't talk yourself up.
No, I wouldn't have done that. I don't think. No, I don't.
I mean, not that style of bloke, but
No,
came from a good
probably
source.
wouldn't have. No, I thought
unlike your leaky source.
Yeah, no, I thought we were going to talk about the game. I ended up ripping up a few cards for the boys. So
Oh, did you?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah. So
At the pub golf.
at the pub.
Now we've got to launch into quick tips, but quickly I do have a question for Jordan. I'm going to put him on the spot.
At 10-2.
Yep.
One of the things I've really admired about you, obviously since you've certainly come back from your time at the Bombers, is your and you had it before you left, but your understanding of the game and your passion for the game is immense.
Yeah.
And your directional voice and that sort of stuff, both on and off the field. Have you got any aspirations for coaching?
Yeah, not at the moment, but later on,
Not something you'd write off.
Yeah, not saying I wouldn't say no to.
Yeah,
Yeah.
no, very good,
Yeah.
very good
Yeah,
with the
definitely.
younger lads and
Yeah.
good, strong understanding of the game.
Coaching in the family, in the gene pool, because obviously Bots did a bit, and because your grandfather, Dick, he played under him at Heathfield Allgate. Very
Yeah.
good coach. A couple of flags under the great man. Did
Yes.
So,
There you go.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yep.
Now,
It's a legacy.
it is. Now, just bring your own milk, will you?
Yeah, I'll bring your own milk. And come
Now.
over for coffee.
Just get the tips as before we head into looking forward, looking back with Brandon. Very good show coming on from 7, so stay tuned for that, Jimmy.
Legend.
Now, this week we'll go to Country Division quickly because I know you like to keep your finger on the pulse. So, Kangaroo hosting Meadows. I think the Blues beat them last time. Meadows in a little bit of a trough at the moment. So, how do you see this one down at Kangaroo?
It's all pretty close in the country division at the moment.
Yes, finger on the pulse.
Yes. I'm going to be close. I'll say Meadows just.
Big upset.
Yep.
I'll go over Kangi. At home.
I'll go Meadows.
Ooh. No, Kangi, I've liked Kangi all the way from the start of the season. So
Yeah,
just
we had him on 2
fruition.
weeks ago.
We had Rod Mitchell in
We
there.
did. Oh, right.
Okay.
Rock and Rod.
Now, Gamaraka taking on Torrens Valley. Torrens Valley getting their first point on the board with a draw. So
Take it
Adam
anywhere they
Penny will be
can.
happy to get on the board. So how do you see this one at Gamaraka?
Yes, I'd probably go Gumbaraka this one.
Absolutely, mate. To be done by quarter time.
Well, big call. I'll go Gum.
Now, I think
So
Gum
you
there.
You're going four quarters. I just said to be done by quarter.
All right, and a monster game because we saw them last week on the Call of the Wild. A very good win. They're up the 3rd spot. Take on Macclesfield. We're talking about Kersbrook, Macclesfield at Kersbrook.
Yes, that'll be a good game. I reckon Coast will just get over.
Kersbrook.
Brookers for me. Tough trip to go over there. Long
Tough
trip.
trip,
Tough
long
trip.
trip.
Good
Yeah.
trip. Brookers.
Mackie have had the wood over the Brookers in recent times, but I just think at home they look
Not
very,
earlier in the season though.
Yeah, they looked very good last week. Good
Be
win.
colder at Mackie or Kersbrook? I think it'd be Kersbrook. Be colder there.
Cold everywhere as usual.
Cold everywhere.
All right, now Division 1, some very important games this week. This is a bit of a local derby, well, a couple of local derbies. Indigenous round being played at Loberthal, so the Tigers wearing an Indigenous strip. So Onkers actually, Loberthal and Onkers.
That'll be another tight one.
He's had a look at them both. in
Yeah,
the
I've had a
last
bit
2
of a
weeks.
look at them both. If Onka's got a couple back here, and I think they'll give Lobie a good run, but I'd say Lobie just get him. I reckon.
Where is it? Logan?
Lobie.
Yeah. I'm going to go with the Tigers. That's at home.
I'll go to Tigers.
Yeah, I think the Tigers, but yeah.
Good game.
Good game, good 1 to 10. Well, bit of a spirited fair here over the Cabbage Patch as the Demons host the Devils, your Radler, Mount Lofty.
I'm going to go an upset. I'm going to go your Radler.
Yeah, it'll be a cracking game. Both obviously finding some form.
Your Radler fresh coming off a bye.
They are. That won't hurt them.
Lofty coughed up last week, should have won.
Yeah, they did. And they'll be hungry, but I don't know. I think the way that Europa go about playing the ground over there. So Europa,
At your
Yep.
Radler.
as we've seen in recent times, Amato, Timpano, they get their hands on the ball a lot. So I'm going to go Europa.
You're Radler for me.
Yeah, I favour your Radler. I think Devils, a little bit, and as you said, around the pack situations, if it's closer, perhaps the bigger bodies.
Yeah, I think we talked last time too. They've got a fantastic ruck set up there at Europa at the moment. A couple of young boys, young Schultz, and yeah, I think Europa.
All right, Chunga hosting Nan Bremer, who got out of jail very well. So, Demons.
Yeah, I'd say Nan that one for sure. I reckon.
They'll be ramming. The Rams will ram it home. They are finding some form. Dale's got them where he wants them to be. as we launch into the second half of the season.
And according to Snapshot, whose shoes are going to be filled by someone very astute, I believe.
Voice.
They've got some injuries to come back as well. So
Yep.
then on the march.
Rams for me, and then they've got the Rand Ball coming up, so it's all happening.
It's all happening there.
Well, then
All
you go,
right,
no?
now we're going to ask you who will win this game. We'll ask you, I think it's a 2-point margin last time, because the Barkaroos hosting Harndorf, the traditional rivals, 100 years in the making. This week, how do you see this coming?
No, hopefully we get the
Yeah,
chocolates.
what do you have to do to win?
No, look, they've obviously, I watched them play a little bit last week against the Chunga. They've got a couple, I reckon they've got a couple to come back in. But yeah, I think our pressure on them last time was really good. I think that's where we kind of generate from younger blokes putting pressure on the ball, and then getting it in. I think our forward line, if we can get it going, our forward line's pretty potent. We've got a few big boys up there, and yeah, I think that's where we got to kick goals and scoring accuracy, and yeah, just get a bit of run from behind. I think our half-backs as well. That's where we need to get them across there, be strong around the ball, and yeah, I think we'll get them done.
All right,
It's a very good
Well,
answer. We've got to
I'm
kick more goals than them to win.
I think I'll be the only unbiased selector here, because obviously Matt Barker.
No, I reckon the Roos, first time since 2018, will get them.
Anzac got was 2018, I think.
What's he? Harndorf depends what side
Might have
they
a few
front
out.
up with. Might have a few out.
Harndorf play Benson Radiology or Howard Lane pretty well. The smaller oval, they actually play well. Whatever's going to happen, it's going to
It'll
be
be a
tight.
ring of
There's
deep.
going to be a
And
lot of
I'll-
stoppage.
The
And they'll
MC will be great.
And they'll be used to a little bit of water on the ground.
Well, the good thing is that it's being played at Howard Lane, which is a lot drier than Pine Avenue. So
Yes.
Pine Avenue training
And-
cancelled tonight. So
And could be a lot more drier.
could be.
Could be. Look,
We
I,
like wasting
I,
town
think, I
water.
think it's fraught with danger to pick against. They're undefeated for a reason.
They are.
They'll live for the
10
occasion.
career cups.
They know how it is, the bragging rights game. I just think,
Yeah.
I just think Harndorf, but it'd be
We won't
close
black and
again.
white.
Be close again. Be close again.
What a great episode. Thanks,
All right,
Jordan.
Jordan.
No, that's all right.
Good to have
Thank
you,
very much
Jordy.
for coming
Thank
in,
you.
mate. And
Good work.
love to see
You
you
can take
too.
me out for dinner now.
You got to bring
Always
your
a pleasure to
gotta
see
bring
you,
your own milk,
Jeffrey.
mate.
Yeah, that's
And
right.
for
Bring
your
your own.
video, of course, stay tuned here on
Yes,
Lofty.
looking forward, looking back with Brendan.
And well,
Legend.
he is. He
He
is
is.
official.
We say it every week.
We are. As we said, call it all this week, coming from the big game at Benson Radiology
Look
Oval.
forward to seeing you
And
boys
we'll-
over there in the dry.
And we'll be looking forward to hearing the voice.
You can wear thongs, mate. It'll be that dry over there.
And we'll. All right. Keep chasing your goals. And we'll catch you next time here in the Huddle. Thanks for listening and watching.
See you, Tim.
See ya.
See you,
boys.
Jordan. There we go.
All right. Good work, boys.
Good work, mate.
Thanks, boys.